Welcome back to Axel Live Translates and Plays original Persona for PlayStation X, I guess. So, this is me using my rusty college Japanese to play this original game. So, last time on Persona, we learned quite a bit about our friends and the city they live in and the lives they lead, but those lives have just been thrown into disarray when they their friend Maki at the hospital after running into some supernatural things themselves. He suddenly takes a turn for the worse. The hospital experiences an earthquake, and now all the rooms are switched and everything crazy, and we have summoning demon powers. So, you might be wondering why I'm doing this kind of thing in battle. Making everyone defend and just doing this. I might have explained in the previous part, but in this game, which is like one of the design decisions I really don't like, is that the experience earned in battles is determined entirely by the character's kind of like deeds in battle, essentially. Replay auto. So, because of that effect, you can end up having characters earn almost no experience because of either where they're located on the screen and their attacks aren't able to connect, or if they just don't happen to even get a turn in battle before this all goes down. So, yeah, kind of an annoying flaw. But I'm going to use that flaw to my advantage here, and the way I'm going to do that is by using the plot separation devices. At various points in this game, you are separated from your friends, and when they do rejoin you, the game does you a big favor. It levels them up in your absence. So, if you build up the main character exclusively, early part of the game, everybody else will eventually follow. Kind of one of the hidden tricks to tackle is known as the Snow Queen quest that I'm not going to be doing in this playthrough, but I might want to prepare myself. Aha. Let's see. Let's see if we can do another contact, shall we? It's been a little bit since I have done one. Contact. We've got a card from Zombie-chan, but let's see if we can get something from Quicksilver. If I recall correctly, Quicksilver really loves to have some satire or sarcasm thrown their way. In this case, one of Nanjo's moves, Iniku o yu. And me. Oh, you're looking beautiful today, as always. Basically, all the compliments are basically double-handed one. But Maishi Yoshi, do I have phones? Yay! So then finally I can finish them off with a final, they don't really tell you what he says in this case, but Anta, 木に入ったわ。Qが守ってあげる。今は何が欲しい? So it's basically, I'm really interested in you. Q is gonna protect you. What do you want? I'm gonna ask for a spell card. はい。タララララ、あんた、にぎやかなペルソナにして。Yeah, they really don't like, quiet things, so they want a really crazy, loud persona. And with that, they gave us our business card with their phone number. Nice of them. Let's just check. Yep. Maki is nowhere to be found. So, そのマロはどこに行っちゃまったんだ? Saying, shit, where the hell are you? Where could you have gone, Sonmura? As we have established before, Mark has some latent feelings for Maki, ones that I don't think are requited in his case. But that might be the fate of the chariot persona. Let's see. Have I contacted a slime before? I don't think so. Let's find out what slimes are all about. Okay. They are... You can see that they have different personality types. And ostensibly you can use those to figure out what type of either provocation or motion you kind of do. Maybe essentially, if you've played Undertale, this is kind of what acting is. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I think about it, it is basically acting in that game, but in this one, you have a high chance of failure too. So let's see. I am going to use... I'm going to provoke. Chohatsu suru. And for some reason, even if you have another character who also does provoke, depending on the person who does it, the demons will respond differently. I don't know the logic behind that myself, but hey, you know, some people are random like that, and I guess some demons also are. Oya-kun wa chohatsu shita. お前本当はこの伝に気があるんだろう。ほら逃げてしまって。So like they seem to be really, you know, wondering if we are actually interested in them. Oh, they want me to feed upon my health, because, you know, they feel pain and they want to feel what it's like to the living energy. So, doing so will take some of my hit points, but if you see that, their joy meter goes up. And other good things can happen. If you can get joy and interest to get to max level, essentially getting them interchangeably between each other, something even better might happen. They might give you an extra item in addition. So, they're kind of wondering, like, well, you know, I'm such a weak demon, like, you know, and yet you're showing interest in me. They're gonna ask for more life from me, and that will either raise the interest or joy. Oh, it raised joy. Oh, see how they're both flashing? That means they're both at max. Essentially, anything that is flashing at the same time when you raise another emotion in the demon, you get them as a combination. So sometimes you can get fear and joy, or interest and fear, or fear and anger, or anger and interest. And you'll get like an interesting combination of each one. One that I kind of find very funny is... I don't remember if it's the one that causes charm, but I think it is fear and interest that does it, or fear and joy that causes that to happen, which is kind of funny. So let's just finish them off with a final provocation and say, see, green and yellow, best color combination in this game. So they're like, you're a wonderful guy, what do you want? Oh, spell card. So you're so great, I'm gonna give you this too. And they're gonna use a magic stone to heal me after they had just sucked all my life. This has been a very nice change of affairs. And with giving me his business card, he asks me to make him into a really cool persona time. So I have received his spell card. What do we do with these demon business cards? Don't worry about it, they'll come into use later. But hey, having demons on my side, kind of nice. And a very standard feature of the Shin Megami Tensei series. Boxes, more text. A QQ helmet. I have no idea what those happen to be, but, you know, I'll take them. Oh, and a disc poison. Maximum. Oh, I've already gotten him. Anjo-kun. Like, I need to whip him. Give Mark another hat to wear. A hat and a hat. Good old Yukino is already prepared. Oh, the old man who thinks that we're Hiroshi. The old man with surprising depth. Hiroshi, hisashiburi ja no washi no hanashi o kikita no ka? Dewa, tame ni naru hanashi shite yarou. Ochikuite yoku kagaete koudou shiro. Sou sureba omae ga kanazu tadoritsuku shinjutsu ni na. So basically saying that in moments of crisis you should maintain a thoughtful, cool head and make decisions, and with that you will, you know, get to the truth. Tokoro de kan ohiru wa mada no kano. So he's asking the nurse for his lunch. Mado no soto ni mitai na mono ga kakatte machi ga みたいにこの街でないなんてそんなことはあるはずないよね。So she's kind of like in disbelief at the sights that she's seeing outside of the window, comparing it to something that you'd see in a light novel or something. You know, being trapped in a world that you can't escape. That doesn't happen in real life, does it? Now, Silent Hill doesn't happen for real, right? Nekomori. Like, sorry, his head is not, like, you know, in the right place at the moment, considering that his, like, only parental figure in his life of any worth has just sacrificed himself to save a nurse. So he's very upset that there's nothing useful here that he can do, that he can't do anything. Very powerless to help Maki. So basically she's like kind of saying like it feels like the air around the town has changed. Something's really fishy. I mean, clearly. Whoop. It looks like this time the demon wanted to talk to me. Oh, she is asking if we can actually become friends somehow. This is a lucky thing. So sometimes demons will, out of the blue, contact you, and in receiving their invite, you accept their, essentially like kind of a preset of whatever emotions the game feels like throwing at you. And this can depend on the phase of the moon. During the full moon, these are not going to be very receptive to you. So in this case, we lucked out. So what I'm going to try to do in this case is, let's see if I can raise interest and joy. Ooh, this did not work out very well. Zombie nurses, that didn't work. What do they like? You know what? I'm gonna be a one-trick pony here. Do another. Oh. Okay, this zombie nurse kind of likes being insulted. No, I'm not gonna question it here. In other words, you have something you want from me? Let's get her spell card. Oh, she wants to become pretty again. Many of the same types of monsters will have very similar requests. Supposedly within their requests are supposed to be kind of hints at the fusion process that we'll get to later, but I'm not sure if any of them actually do. I think some of it's just good old-fashioned flavor text. Oop. crap, that's a lot of zombies. Let's fight. Oh, okay, looks like I am going to be doing a very boring battle here. Sorry, y'all. And actually, I'll throw everyone a bone in this case. That's many of them. To Hanma, which is a holy type attack, which will instant kill certain types of enemies, usually either zombies or ghosts. Let is... He does mostly physical attacks at the moment, meaning that he's kind of trapped in that corner. Yuki is lucky in that she can kind of hit anywhere, so I'm gonna see her hit back there. Love the heavy sound effects here. Makes it feel very, I hate using the word here, but epic. A nice feeling. Again, this whole experience is very different in the PSP version. The sound design is 100% different. Leave it to me. Makase. Oh, we got a status effect on the demon. Sometimes the certain emotions will transpire, either you and the demons, and they will be a status effect. It can be a very annoying, in fact, status effect. So, but what this one will do is either random actions, or sometimes they'll flee. And that includes your teammates. Yes, if they flee, real pain in the butt, they don't come back. They're gone for the battle. Wow, the animation of them being broken apart, crazy. I like the way the personas are very Phantom-like in this. Young me was very impressed by all these visuals when this game first came out in the US. Butchered as it was. Aha! We got ourselves a metal card. Remember those casinos in the earlier parts? That's what those are used for. Those are what I'll probably use to cheat a little bit later. We'll see. See if I feel like doing and or showing that. Yeah, he's definitely still broken up about that. He's worried about Maki, but in any other case, we need to go outside. He has a really bad feeling about things. Oh, Mark, that's a little bit creepy. Still has her scent, her smell. It's like, I wonder if we'll be able to actually find her. One of her paintings that the one that she won an award for in here. So you can, just looking at it, you can see her heart-rending emotions in this painting. Now, oh look, she has some of those blocks from the opening. Oh, and a teddy bear. If those will come in later. In the opening, the blocks were shaped like the school, a place where she has not really been able to go due to her frequent in hospital. So, in this case, what I can actually do here, see how it says, oh, do I not have their card for Pixie? That's right, I only made them happy last time. I'm not sure if I can actually get the Pixies to like me, but let me try. I think Pixies they like to be threatened? Oh no, it's more like him just bullshitting then. That's right. Oh, because of a curse, I'm given this horrible human form. Humans are I'm really interested in like human conversations or their chatter. It's really interesting to me. What I got? Oh, so he's like, oh, you're my love, Pixie. Je t'aime, with French meaning I love you. そんなマンジに話して、私って人間にも。Well, like, you know, you're being serious, you know, like human and demons can't really do that. In this case, he just does another, they don't describe what he does, but so, like, whatever, what do you want from me? Get another handy spell card from her. If you combine me with a weirdo, I'll fuck you up, I guess. And with that, Pixie gives me their spell card. Which again, I like to imagine that they're like basically their business cards with their phone number and stuff on it. You'll kind of see why I like that imagery when we get to the fusion system later. Again, something that was oddly cut out of the PSP version. Go to this scene. Natasha, oh. About nature of everyday life. Wondering if other people have the same power that we do. Might be important. Other people have played the Persona game before and were not stricken, but they have played that game before. So it looks like Nanjo is getting some of his self-confidence back, saying that he's gonna definitely make sure set everything right again. So she kind of creeped out by this power, but it seems like it's going to be useful, so she'll grin and bear it. She is very much a pragmatist survivor in this case. Now I can show off the phenomenon. So if I contact someone with the card thing, they will say, oh, yeah, you already got my card. Oh, well, careful with it, and they'll just leave. Sometimes they'll do an extra nice thing for you. In this case, it will allow me to just do my character buffing. Because I want to use this persona as much as possible to raise its rank up. Each persona can go up 8 ranks, and they'll gain new spells for it. The nice thing about it is that the cost of these spells is always a flat rate. So essentially, the cost of summoning your persona is determined by your persona, and even if it has super high-end skills, it costs the same, whatever you're using. So that's kind of how that system works. A little bit of a pain in the butt, it adds a bit of a grind to things, but this was, well, again, welcome to 90s JRPGs. You're expected to bang for your buck. I'm taking the long route. I'm trying to get into a bunch of battles right now. I would like to try to do what I can there. Contact her, get that row out of the way. Oh, they gave me a magic stone, so, and also telling me to make a very beautiful persona for them. So, and now I can finish this battle in a few less turns, and got myself a nice item for negotiations. Magic stones do heal a percentage of your hit points, but pretty easy to just heal your hit points with consumable items or spells, especially because SP in this game recovers while walking. So there's not as much of a punishment for using your persona in the earlier games as they are in the later. Aha! My level has gone up, and I got a metal card. Let's get my technique up. Also, I'm gonna get my technique up for this one. Before I start adding more into my agility as well. Tech is basically the best stat in this game. I don't know why they designed it as such, but it basically is. The other ones you kind of want would be, you know, vitality and agility, because you need some defense, and being able to move fast is really nice. And luck. Strength, not as necessary for at least your main character. Your party members will distribute their own stats, they've got their imaginations of their own, so you kind of orient your playstyle around them in that regard. Aha! I've gotten some new abilities, but this one is to blind, either silence or confuse. This game, of course, in the Megaton series, so none of these names are direct. They're usually something like Sanskrit. Garu would be wind, Makajama, Purimpa, Deraito. So, in this case, I'm gonna just stick with that. See how well wind does. I'm not gonna be able to drumroll punch. Oh, I love the animations. Sweet Trap! A great skill where a random object falls on you. I think it is entirely random. Like, I can barely remember what scenes those, like, background objects are from. Okay, so I'm not gonna get very far with just doing my wind plan. Although in this case, I need to give Mark something to do. So let's... Oh, I can Candy Voice, which would attempt to charm. This is unfortunately something that is restricted in area. So, Nanjo, sorry buddy. That's only where you are. Let's do... I think these guys are a spirit type, which means that most of these attacks aren't going to be great. But... let's see. Hopefully they'll do some damage, and then Yukino will finish that one off. She's using a nuclear spell, Frey. Boom! Okay, just as planned, the back row's done. Mark is too slow. Your guess is as good as mine with that noise. Alright. Alright, so see how he lost that hit point at the end of the turn? That's what happens with either holy or dark spells. They will curse you. If you're weak to them, they will essentially take half of your hit points during the turn, and then at the end of the turn, your remaining hit points will go and you're dead. So you can kind of save someone who is having that if you have recovery spells in your turn pattern. Otherwise, you're out of luck. Okay. Check our map. Continue on journey here. Again, the atmosphere in this game is very much, I think, where it put a lot of energy. The soundtrack is 4 CDs long, so I found it very impressive in that regard. I am, in this case, going to try to confuse them, because I can't use wind on them. Wind will come right back in my face. Hanma's probably not going to do much, but, you know, I am going to do that anyway to get him to use it more. You know what, Yukino? Let's have you heal. See how well it works. Aha! Two of them are confused. Again, I think some of the silliness in this is a big aspect of the Twin Peaks influence. It has this dark level, and at the same time, there is that kind of Lynchian weirdness here, and I kind of appreciate that a lot about this game. Okay. And what's nice is you can make bad status stack. See the number next to them? Not only does it mean the number of turns it'll take for you to recover from it, but it also indicates the level of severity. So if you get to like level 2 or 3 with some status effects, it starts adding new bad things or makes them even more likely to do extremely negative things. So in this case, but you can't make them do different status effects on top of each other. You can only do one status effect at a time. Use that both to your advantage and disadvantage. So in this case, I'm gonna just add to their confusion here. He's going to do some holy magic on it. Dodorenda. So let's do that. Then she is going to heal Mark, who's gotten hit a couple times. Brimpa! Very good mouthfeel. Brimpa. It does sound like something that you would do to confuse someone. Go. Like his magic is very much not effective on it. But it gives him it still counts as a use nonetheless. Aha! He finally learned something very useful here, which is called Grai, which is his elemental attack, which is a gravity elemental. In this game, it believes in the four forces of the universe. I know, crazy. Large force, small force, nuclear, and gravitational. So, yeah, I know, weird. But that's what it does. Electricity is counted in that, and so is... I can't remember the other, but we'll see. But in this case, he might be able to finish off the pixie for us. In this case, I still want her on healing duty. As she can, and she's the only one who has that ability right now. Effective.
Persona.
The game doesn't really give you an indication when you get rank ups. It just adds to the stats, and new magic will appear in your skill list. So keep an eye on it, I guess. Boom. Nanjo and Mark are both fairly slow characters. They're also your physical fighters. Thus, they will always be front and center of your battle part. In this case, I am going to be doing my typical strategy to some extent, except now you're going to get healing duty. There we go, nice. And if you play the PSP version, you're missing out on all this really funky sound design and the kind of, yeah. It is what it is, though. Gonna defend, you're gonna defend. No? Aha! Yukino has gotten Geo, or Zio, which is your electricity attack. This is a bit slow, I will admit. There's probably some things you could do to speed this up somewhat, but I really do like the atmosphere from the sound design and the look of it. Turning it into a pop song was, I think, not the right choice for this. I know they wanted to make it more like the other games, but that was just not the right way to go for it. Aha! So Nanja raised his strength, body, and his attack. So he's generally not going to be... He's going to be our slowest guy, I think, and he does not believe in luck. Yukino, unfortunately, not going to be too much of a factor in this playthrough. Will be much of a larger factor in the later game. So... not lose everything if you don't do this extra. Oh, doctor. And items. Kizukusuri o orukure. That is your wound medicine. 猫森ってさ、もっと、あ、や、意外と落ち着くね。So here's some interesting background here. So, you know, about the protagonist, I always kind of thought that you were more of a kind of like a weak-willed person, kind of, you know, in the background, but surprisingly, you are kind of like a very upstanding person or a very calm situation. So, an interesting observation about, I would say, the Emperor Arcana, which is what the protagonist in this game is associated with. So basically, it's like there must be, like, I guess there really are other people besides Onomura who are, you know, really suffering right now as well. Well, yes, you can hear them. So he's, like, still kind of out of it. So they basically are not able to get in contact with their patients, and, like, really, you know, scary for them. But there's something that you guys could do? No, of course. I'm sorry. I asked that of you. I'm gotten so confused. So it's like, you know, they're asking high school students about what to do. They're not in a great situation. 大丈夫かね? どれ見せてみなさい. So we're finally getting the checkup that we were unable to get until now. 私は一人でも多くの人を助けたいと思っている。君も無理はしないでくれよ。So I'm only one person who can save so many, you know, as one person I can save only so many people. So please, you know, don't overexert yourselves. So even in a crisis, he does his job. Nice to see. Doing what he can. Take that, libertarianism. Okay, I am going to get the flyers out of the way here. Maybe get something nice. Ah, they're going to give me something. Oh, another magic stone. Thank you. I believe you can actually set some more auto settings where They will do an all attack auto, a all persona auto, or just repeat what you last did. In some cases, very useful. And it will remember him from battle to battle. And if a character is unable to perform the action that you assign them, they will just defend instead. So, keep that in mind if you ever do that. I'm gonna take a bet on going. But before that, but I also know an event is about to happen. So, a little bit of a spoiler. Whenever there's an awakening fight, which is kind of a scripted battle where everybody awakes their persona, or whatever person that they're interacting with, awakens to it in a battle, you and everybody in your party gets an automatic level up. So, what can you do with that? Well, you can kind of make sure that your protagonist has just gotten a level up, where, you know, might be a difficult level up, and you get a free one. So, you can time that. That's great. One healing duty again. Looks like his power's gotten stronger, so he can do it in one blow now. Nice. Oh my. You can also see why making him black in the US version and keeping that persona was kind of an additional problematic thing. Oh, and it missed. Okay. Oh, that echo. Love it. God, the sounds are so satisfying in this. Love it. Okay, looks like... I really want to get Mahagaru, because that would really make a lot of things do. So they just did a drum roll punch. Let's do the replay auto. This time I wasn't able to take him out in one hit. Boom. Huh. Check our statuses, shall we? Status. So, I'm going to be getting a level pretty soon, so I'm gonna make sure I do that, or I get through that door. Oh, I haven't talked to you guys yet. You guys must be an imp or a knocker or something like that. Knocker! Okay. Let's see. Let's bullshit him. Oh, he just did a hit on it. He's impressed by how well Mark talks. I respect that. He's actually a demon prince living in the human world. Cute. Oh, this is another cursed because of to look like a human because he. Another one. Okay, so they do only have 3 or 4 of them that they usually go through, but. Right. Got their card. I like that they actually had a stinger that just takes place. Come on, I just need to level up. Thank you. Thank you, high enemy combat rate. Otherwise, you would make this game slightly more playable, but in this case, I'm thankful. Sometimes check to make sure if you had done a contact or moved party members around. Don't do a replay, because sometimes that turns out to be, it'll make everybody defend instead. Aha! Mikage-cho. This is a new useful thing. It means that our accuracy goes up and enemies find it harder to hit us. Hierophant have usually those types of abilities. They're not very common in these early games, but they can be very useful. In this case, I want to show off electricity. They're so cute when they do that little sound. Oh, Mark, everything you say is funny. Have a weak-sounding attack there, huh? They're not likely to be able to hit us. I really wonder what the recording session was like for all these sounds. I wonder if it was just people on staff who made the noises. I want Mahagaru, come on. Anjo. Damn. And I got myself a level up and a QQ helmet. Phew. Right, time to raise the stats of the game that I mostly care about here. So... I guess I should probably explain what some of these stats are on the upper right. You actually have what looks to be like a gun stat, but they're all 0 right now because, well, we're just high schools. Why would we have guns? But in this case, they have their own attack power and accuracy. And then on the upper right, you have defense, down to magic ability, magic defense, then your accuracy. Or your ability to kind of evade. So, essentially, the tech stat raises all of your accuracy and your attack levels on both your weapon and the gun. The raising your power only affects your weapon. So again, you can just do technique, and that also covers physical weapons too. Weird that they did that way, but you know, I'm not gonna try to revise it here. Well, I said earlier that I was going to devote mostly to the protagonist case. A bit boring to have to sit after everybody, so I'm going to do that. But also, I can raise their persona levels independently, so they'll have access to more skills. I actually want them.
ペルソナ。
So, multi-hit attacks. Luck factors into those. Okay, still no yet. But I'm Anjo. Kind of creepy about these zombies is that they wear the school uniform, so like you're killing your dead classmates, I guess. So that's a dark thought. Nanjo-kun again. Come on, Nanjo, get your shit together. Right, I did put a lot of stats in. Equipable. No, because you can't normally find weapons horrors. Okay. Sometimes that happens. Keep another card. Ah. Okay. There we go. Go into an event. Nakamori, この人まだ生きている。手に貸して。Nakamori, this person's still alive. Give me a hand. And from the other side, Nanjo, who is our pragmatist, who is warning us essentially that we are not able to save that nurse, and the enemies are basically like right around the corner. Or like they're about to, you know, don't have time for that. And now Mark is warning us that the enemies are almost here. So I'm gonna instead... the nurse is saying, you know, I'm already doomed, don't worry about me. And Yukino is telling her, don't give up. And then I am going to give her a hand. So wait over here. Get her out of the machine. Doesn't matter what we pick, the monsters were going to arrive here anyway, but that choice is important for us later. And then here's Ellie. あら、ごきげんよう。ここにdemonがいますか? So she is saying in a very kind of very formal way, "Oh, hello there. Oh, are demons here too?" And she's coming prepared. Kirishima, agare. Get back, Kirishima. No problem. 私、こう見えても、剣術には少し自信ありますの? So basically, it's like, no problem, of course. You know, if as you can see, I have a good amount of confidence in my sword ability. Eriko, 普通の相手じゃないんだよ. It's like, Eriko, those are not normal opponents. たく、知らず。So like, oh, what, she's kind of like, you know, unknowing, jumping in, making a pain of herself. Oh, I love this music too. Aha, see, everybody gets a free level up. For free! No drawbacks. No takebacks. really want to make sure I can get out of front of things. This one also has a unique singer. And also, this is Ellie's theme. Every character has a theme. They were again removed from the PSP version. 今のはイケグリスの祭りのの女神あれは私はあれ So it's like, oh, is that Nike or Nike? He's the Greek, the goddess of victory from Greece. That is, they are them and I am, they are, you know, I am them and they are I. Eriko, ちょっと大丈夫かい? Eriko? Hello, are you okay? Nike, Christianity no angel no. So basically, she's mentioning the fact that Christianity's angels, like the modern versions of them, are actually kind of much more based off of the design of Nike, that goddess, than they are of what you would actually think of the original text describing, like these unholy, incomprehensible forms that are, you know, terrifying. And she's still saying, oh, that's me and I'm that. ダメだこいつ言っちまってるぜ. It's like, so she's like, she's completely in her own head. Eriko, しっかりしな. Get a hold of yourself. Wake up. ごめんなさい。でも、もう大丈夫? Oh, that's fine. I'm good now. 私、エンズ、これから相棒たちを守って。So basically, she's like, no, I am the angel of victory who will give my protection to you. I will grant you my protection. She's very high and mighty about it. Aho, 俺たちもなんだよ. Like, dumbass, like, we can do that too. そうなんですの。私だけ選ばれたのなんとないの. So she's like, oh, is that true? I thought I guess I wasn't the only one selected after all, or chosen. So Eriko, despite being this, everyone considers her, intelligent, smart, and proper, has a other side to her here already. And then here Nanjo inquires, Kirishima, omae, chou no yume o mita daro? So he asks her about the dream of a butterfly. Did you also see it? なんでご存知ですの? 初めてペルソナ様してからかしらよく似てますけど It was like, oh, how do you know about that? After I first played the Persona game, I've seen it a few times. やはりな、あの夢は So basically he's saying that like that dream is the cause of it. そんなことより、お前何をしたかなんだ? そっともこんな感じなの? It's like, so, well, anyway, why are you here? Like, is everything outside messed up too? Yeah, there's demons, and like no one can leave the town. あちこち見て回ったのですけど、安全なのは学校だけかしら? So it's like after looking around everywhere, it seems like the school might be the only place that is safe. 学校安全なんだね。猫森、学校に帰ろう. So it's like, wow, the school is the only place then? Well, then we have to return. Let's go back. そうそう、この前に銀座に行きましょう. It's like, before that, we need to go to the temple. Maki no okasa-sama. Oh, so she got, he's seriously injured and collapsed at that shrine. Boy, そういうことは早く言えよ. Hey, like, what the hell? Like, you're supposed to say that kind of thing right away. Come on, let's go save her. So this gets me my full party for now. 5 will be our final amount. Members. Nope. Okay, yet. Oh, nope. Where are you, Nanjo? That's you. Boom. Boom. Okay. That's basically this is the formation that you're pretty much going to be using this entire game. It really does not change that much from this, honestly. So Okay, I'll save that as Formation B. Boom. Then go to Ellie Maxim. Up, she can get a QQ helmet. You know what I'm gonna do? She doesn't need that rapier. I do. I can actually make better use of it than her, so I will do that. And her inventory is not gonna matter at some point anyway. この村絶対助けに来るんかな? So it's like, we're definitely gonna come back and save you. So let's hurry back to school and save Maki's mother as well. 神社って学校から遠くありませんものね。No problem ですわ。Well, because the shrine is really close to the school, it would be no problem. 星と好きなやつらだな。それにしても、ペルソナ話は出ます。Basically, a little bit admonishing us for being like this despite everything that's happening, all the craziness. Now, everything has kind of changed. The music's different, you don't hear cars, people, there's no music, no. And there's this weird glowing thing. So, much like Silent Hill, everybody is trapped and can't get out. What the heck are you guys? A Nakato Kobold, a not kobold. Aha. Let's see, what is their deal, I wonder? You know, they're level 7, I'm not gonna deal with that for now. I sense that they're probably gonna be pretty strong to magic. But maybe they will be weak to holy. See what happens if I fray them. Aha, and she has light magic. That is useful. Find voice. Oh no, this is a pretty annoying status effect. You don't get to do stuff. Nope, blast is not effective. See if Garu works though. Let's see. I'm kind of curious now. And Mark is bad. Ooh, that had the opposite effect of what I would want. And now she's gonna try to put us to sleep. Oh, and Mark once again falls prey to his status effect. Oh, Mark, what did we do with you? Let's see if we can seal her magic. That might be fun. Nope, I don't need to do that. Let's see if actually light beam. I wonder if it might be specific to that, or... Makajama! Ooh, reflects that. What a bad move for me. Oh, oh no, they're gonna make us happy. Oh no, I'm joyful. I'm filled with bliss. Sometimes you'll just be too happy to do anything. Like being on a really good indica. And with that battle, I learned some valuable lessons. Okay, let's check our map real quick. The school, of course, is all the way across town from the hospital. Who'da thunk it? Wait, what was I thinking? I'm doing my... Give the protagonist all of the glory. These guys can barely do shit to me, so I'll get a few Persona uses out of them. Well, one of them smartened up a bit. Dang. There's nothing over on the south, actually the northwest of us that is useful, so we're just gonna keep going. See how other people are doing in the world. Maybe other people have found safety in the mall. As long as it's not a chopping mall. Oh, I think that thing on the over end is a Preta. Let's see. Zombie knocker Gucky. Okay. Let's just do auto. Let's see actually how this one turns out. Test something. Okay, so I can cancel the auto if I want to. I've had games where they make that really difficult to cancel. I always like to check. That. Boom. And they gave me a disc poison. So I am saving all sorts of money. Okay, let's continue on our path to... Oh, I remember y'all. Oh, hey, Joy Street. I think what I will do is take a quick break at the save point. After this, we will continue our journey through Persona 1. This seemed like a good place to take a break, so I will do so. On our way. So next time on this, I will probably be exploring more of the city, seeing how things have changed, and do a couple other event flags and things like that. So enjoy.